Welcome to Looking for Signs. I had a friend reach out about pulling some cards. So I thought it would be a good time for myself too, after I get all my chores done, having a clear mind, just seeing what the cards are. Of course, the first card that flips out is the Five of Cups. I've been worried about my hair lately. I think that's funny. Gotta be careful what we think about. The Five of Cups represents disappointment. A lot of times I see this in my cards with a bridge and a river there. And it's letting time go by, it's letting things go by, that there's still two cups standing here, though all these cups are spilt, that we still have things to be grateful for. But there's a little bit of disappointment here for some reason. And I've been feeling that too, so I'm going to leave that out. Let's see. We had a full moon in Libra last week that brought our relationships to attention, fairness, balance. We had Venus square Pluto, which had a lot to do with our self-worth and our insecurities with Pluto, but also freedom, independence. Venus is our self-worth, our beauty, our finances, our value, how we make money, earn money, keep money. So all this coming to the forefront this week. We also have Aries, the spring equinox, Sun and Mars moving into Aries, which is the warrior. Very martial-like, defends what they believe in. But also Aries is individualistic. And so individualism can cause conflict sometimes. My friend has all this Aries action. Our planet's moving into Aries in her fourth house, where she might find that action taking place in the home. Sometimes some words being said. You might be very truthful and honest and upfront. You could be working and doing renovations on the home. You could be planning your next move on the home. You could be getting that security down with a planet like Mars in that fourth house of security, even making sure the jobs are good, maybe our children's jobs or education. I myself am a Leo rising, and I have Mars moving into Aries in my ninth house of higher education. And I just started my action on private dance lessons for the first time in my life. And it's my goal to own a studio one day. I have a lot of dance learning and to do, but it is a goal of mine one day to be in the scene. So we have a lot of passionate energy, a lot of combative energy, but Jupiter in Cancer has an influence of forgiveness and being able to be jovial Jupiter, and laugh at ourselves a little bit. Oh, look at this, the star. Oh, and having hope. Okay, let's take it. I like that, the star card. A lot of times, sometimes I'll even see this if I'm just watching a great movie with one of my favorite actresses or something. But it's something in our presence that has this star attribute to it. Having hope, we say wishing upon a star. But whatever disappointments here, maybe there's a wish coming true, like, okay, this isn't as bad as we think it is. It's going to blow over. And I forget sometimes to take off my heat that goes on. Hopefully it's not too loud. It'll shut off in a second. But while my heat is shutting off, we'll shuffle the cards. And I always like to be professional, as you can see. We're going to shuffle the cards here. If everything's in its place. If everything is in its place, I'm looking for signs. We're clear. All we have to do is go out dancing. Maybe we've done our work for the day. Maybe we have a moment to sit down and relax. Yeah, there's a little bit of conflict here, but the Magician has this new outcome, this new beginning. It's like we could even be putting up some kind of boundaries, but there's all this noise around us that we're shooing away. Okay, that's enough. That's enough conflict. Whatever conflict, or even in our minds, sometimes they say with the wands, there's just a lot of noise going on in our head, that this magician is like, okay, we have a solution here now. There's a way to make this work. So let's see. I like to shuffle a little bit and see what comes out if there are no accidents. I'm very delicate when I read cards, you know. I read cards, not futures. The objective symbols should resonate with the subjective, intangible world, the involution and evolution of all things, the cause and effect. So where our mind is, where consciousness goes, you know, everything flows. So having a clear mind, sometimes you get this like whoosh of like clearness. It's almost like the wind hits you. And then I feel like a car is going to pop out. But let's just see if everything's in its place. Ooh, the death card of Scorpio. Some kind of rebirth, transformation. Things got to change. And that's what's in the stars now, is things can't go back to the way they were. And there is something good about that. There's something about a rebirth, a regeneration. Super interesting. Card of Scorpio. Insecurities, dependencies, habits, bad habits. My friend and I, we joke over comedy a lot, and I think we took it too far with our jokes, making digs at ourselves. So sometimes that's sarcasm, even just the way that we go about our insecurities. The astrologers talked about being careful of using comedy, or, you know, we could say sarcasm, to mask insecurities, to watch how we speak to people. So, and that with that Mars energy, we're going to be very upfront in how we feel. And remember too, you don't have to explain yourself. There's just as much power. Mars is the god of war, the sword that cuts things off too. Sometimes you have to just be silent. And the death card represents silence. There might be silence going on right now. Maybe we're not talking to each other. Happening with me right now is that no contact, as they say. And you have to get yourself in the right place and put up your walls sometimes and let people come to you in their right place. Or that when they do come, that you're in a better place. So, because I ain't going nobody, you know what I'm saying? 6 of Wands, this is victory. This is being recognized for hard work. This is, for me, a good change of heart where they say Jupiter and Leo, this card represents, but it's that jovial, aha, accomplishment. I did it. I'm being seen. People recognize me for what I've done. And, you know, it's like a clean kitchen. Everyone's looking from inside. They're like, wow, this is amazing. How did you do such a great job? Your kitchen is amazing. Maybe you're doing renovations. Like, oh, the kitchen turned out amazing. You know. Let's see. Everything I do, I have to do 3 times, but it looks pretty. So let's see. I'm curious. It's victory here over some kind of situation. That's a good sign. I'd say that's a good card. I like to breathe. Have clear mind. Remember, mind is connected. All is mind. The clearer we are, maybe the more in tune with each other we are. So what message can we ask ourselves for, or God, the universe? Sometimes I have to be confident and pull the cards. So let's see. I'm going to split the deck. And let's see what cards come out. I like to go in 3s. Speaking of 3s, well, we must be spot on because this is the 3 of Cups here. So, I said 3 and then there's 3. What I tell you, and your mind comes out in the cards. So the 3 of Cups I've seen a lot lately. This has to do with celebration, being together with friends. I am going to meet friends dancing right now. This is a celebration. It could be with family and maybe something child-oriented where we're proud of somebody. We could be proud of somebody. This could be a group or a family or friends coming together to celebrate. Traditional tarot readers will tell you this is a third party and, somebody, but I don't, if there is a conflict here for you in general, anyone that's reading, this is a positive card though. I don't see the sneakiness of the Seven of Swords. This is a people hanging out, not behind your back, as some tarot readers would say, but actually people getting together in celebration for good things. So maybe someone has plans to get together and make things smooth over. Let's see. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So this is like dinner. I see this also. So not just going out to dinner with somebody. Traditionally, you see 2 people together in the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles will have one person distributing pentacles to a girl and boy. And what this represents is services, the exchange of services. Maybe you're going into a service. Maybe you're going to get something done. Maybe you're going to ask for something to be done. Maybe you're going to ask for help. But there's some kind of exchange of services here too. Maybe you're going to help somebody. And in return, there's going to be money or, another exchange. But this is services. This is, I provide this, you provide that. If you do this for me, I'll give you some money. Is where I see the Six of Pentacles a lot. And I could see it sometimes when I go out and I take my friends to eat and I buy food. And so there's an exchange here, a fair exchange. The Six of Pentacles has the 3 on both sides. So we have the Chariot, forward movement, full speed ahead, thank God. Oh, which is interesting because I want to meet my friends. I want to go eat and then I will have to get in my car to go here in a minute to go meet them. But forward movement, interesting. And I like that on this card they have in their groceries these words that say risk, gain, choices, tarot in there. Tarot means the wheel, the Rota, the Tora, all the same thing. The wheel of God or the will of God. I always want to shuffle. It's just in my nature. Temperance came out for me earlier today in my 3 cards on my phone I get every day. I like to just see the signs, just to see. It's usually not now when you hear your reading that it makes as much sense as a few hours from now. You'll say, oh, that's what the cards were talking about. And I'd say in my readings from the time that you read it, or you get to hear it, it might be, I'd say within a day or 2 that this energy plays itself out. My cards change pretty quickly. Within a day or 2, you'll start seeing different energy in the air. So I'm curious, this Temperance card says there's been a long time coming, that we've been waiting for something to happen. When I see Temperance, I'm like, really, dude? I've already been waiting, man. I've already been patient. I'm working on my temperance, okay? The anger, waiting on justice, the depression and sorrow. And then you got to be happy once in a while and get through it and put one foot in front of the other, Okay, so we've been patient. It's been a long time coming. So is that it? Is that something good happening? Knight of Cups. Okay, cool. I love him. He's the knight in shining armor. He's the one that has all the right words to say. He's very, the waterfall of emotions and sometimes might just know the right words to say, but he's a schmoozer and I'll take it. Usually sincere. Our emotions, the Knight of Cups, the water is usually sincere and they want to come forward with that sincerity. So I'll take it. Let me meet you, Knight of Cups. Let's see. And the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is long-term commitment. This might be a couple people in your life that doesn't have to be romantic, maybe platonic. This could be even an upgrade in work. The Knight of Pentacles is about progression in our work. Our Pentacles getting all money. You see he's doing the lawn here, but it's about getting to that next level, sometimes promotions. So there's something in the works here, and it could be, like I said, building something towards the home, building something towards our relationships, building something towards our services that we provide, and moving up. There's a next level here, whether it's in work or relationships. There's a next level, and this could be you. This could be someone coming to assist you and bring you something stable that you can count on. I like the Knight of Pentacles. He's slow, steady, wins the race. I'm going to pull another one out of my, I don't know why, on my instinct. So the Eight of Cups, this might be me having to leave. A lot of times you see this with a door behind them, and it's like, okay, it's time to get going. I'll see this when I leave the house. That's so interesting. But it's about finding what really is meaningful for you. And a lot of times this could be like the grass was not greener on the other side, and I got to go find what was actually, or what is actually meant for me. But we have the Ace of Wands here too. Passionate new starts, a reset for me, I hope. Sometimes can be a reset. It's a new passionate beginning. It's on fire energy, that fiery wands energy. So you think of fire, you think it's a spark, it's something that lights you up, it's something exciting. So there is some good change here. Something a long time coming, something we can celebrate. Maybe we've had even like a little inclination of what this could be, but we have to wait on it a little bit. But these are super positive cards. Maybe we're taking our time, doing our thing, focusing on ourselves, and good things are going to happen. But the Eight of Wands is passionate, sometimes very sexy. We say represents this male part, when you say appropriately. This is a sexy card. Sometimes it can even represent pregnancies, but very passionate. So I like to see that. And underneath there is the Seven of Pentacles. So that I like to pick this up and mention it because of this Temperance here. It's the higher arcana to the Seven of Pentacles, and it's a long time coming, waiting, working. We're reaping what we sow eventually. So we're waiting for the fruits of our labor, as they say. We've been gardening it. So really curious, really curious in this divine timing, they say, with Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles, that things have to work themselves out in their time. So super curious. We have the Queen of Pentacles peeking down here at the bottom, where she's got her stuff together. She really knows what she's doing. Maybe an offer, the Ace of Pentacles underneath. I don't like to pull too many cards, and we're telling stories. But finances, like I got stuff together. I got an idea. I can take care of things. Listen to me. I know what I'm doing. Something solid, a good foundation. This is going to work. I know what I'm doing. So super curious. My favorite card, of course, is this Knight of Cups here. I would have liked to see the Six of Cups. But there might be a little bit of patience we need to have before we have that reconciliation. But I don't know. It's on its way. It could be on its way. It could be on its way. We might just have to be a little bit patient. So all good things. All good things. Just patience, I think. And there's going to be some good emotions, some upgrade in our goals and accomplishing those goals. There might be a little bit of noise right now, just a little bit of noise. Nothing too crazy. Like, hopefully, like I said, these are very minuscule conflicts in the long run. They're pretty minute. And the way we go about communicating ourselves is going to be really important. And it could be in the energy why we want to ask for some advice, because we're getting stirred up in our mind, and now we've hit Aries and we want to act on it and we want to speak. Mercury in Aries, that fiery, impulsive reaction to things. So I'm very curious if this resonates with you, if you've been feeling a little bit fired up and you're like ready to hit go on something and you're like, okay, everybody, let's get on board here. And I think it'll come. I think people are going to come around. The Star card, right from the beginning, from this disappointment to having some kind of hope for the future, that things are going to work out. And it might take somebody coming in to affirm that to you, but it's going to take our communication. This magician here too, he can make things happen. This Mercury ruled magician here, he can make things happen with his words. But like I said, we don't want to cause any conflict. We don't want to make any more noise. We don't want to make things any worse. Sometimes we got to laugh at ourselves and we got to zoom out. That Jupiter is getting the bigger picture, which is here, Temperance, Jupiter and Mercury. Mercury is all those fine details. And Jupiter is saying, hey, wait, let's take a step back. Let's look at this from a bigger perspective. How big a deal is this really? So everything's going to work out. It always does. Is what I'm hearing from the universe. It's all going to be fine. Keep doing your thing. Keep upgrading. And this Knight of Cups is going to be there to support you. So keep doing your thing. We are upgrading. Upgrade. Full forward movement. And in the meantime, be kind, get our services down, what we're doing, what other people are doing, getting the logistics down, and remember to be lighthearted and celebrate and be with our loved ones and family. So, yeah, that lightheartedness, forgiveness is in the energy what I'm feeling. So if this resonates, please let me know. And hopefully we got a good view on that. And I will do another reading soon. Anyone ask me, and I will love to pull cards and look for signs. Talk later.